campaign is at $2,800. What the is happening?
Look at Art. Look at Art winning.
There you go, man.
What the hell?
You'll get
We gotta share it. We're gonna share it again, actually.
Oh
yeah.
I guess we didn't start recording.
We have.
Oh, he didn't do the thing. Oh crap! Bleep that out.
Holy crap, Batman!
Yes, holy spaceships.
And welcome to another grand episode of Dots and Lines. This is where the Wednesday Warriors meet the Hard A's. And as you can tell, it's spooky season. I'm here with some of my closest friends in the world to talk anime, manga, comics, and everything in between. So please, gentlemen, introduce yourselves.
Normally I'm Mikano, but today I'm Phil the Human. Hello, nice to meet you all. Come on, grab your friends. We go to very distant lands, with Justin the dog and Desmond the Sniffles.
Yes.
Come grab your friends. It's adventure time.
Love the intro part of it as the theme song as well. Yes. I am keeping it cheap today. I'm VC Vince Carter, half man, half amazing, Mr. Sniffles, Digger Des. His name is Desmond.
It's your turn, bro.
Oh, my turn. I'm just the guy who suggested the idea to dress up and forgot to dress up. But I'm Chris.
At least you inspired the idea.
I know, right?
You say you Crip or you said Chris? Okay.
Oh no, don't say Crip. I'm not Crip. I'm Chris. I don't want to get attacked by people.
And I'm Grayson Red, a big old nerd. You guys can hear it, and the reason he got distracted is because when Desmond was finishing his intro, my wife was in the background saying, Desmond.
Oh, I thought you slipped him or something.
It's the band, man. They're like, man, whenever we do it live, I know for sure that it's gonna feel good if that's the thing.
Do it live. I love that phrase. Do it live.
Uncle Chris is here. Thank you for showing up. Jesus, I appreciate you. We're like a couple years apart in age. You're fine.
I know.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Like a lot of stuff. I'm super excited. But we got to start with anime.
We have to start with you taking off that mask now, though.
The intro.
Why?
I mean,
just that was for the intro, man.
You don't like the mask?
Can we not hear you?
Just I say clip wise, I would rather hear you not through a mask.
I'm keeping the bareheaded one.
Me on as well. Hey, yeah, that's perfect.
The great
All right. For those of you guys who don't know, this is from Court of Owls.
10 out of 10 experience.
Yes.
Who's that?
Who wrote that book?
Is that the GOAT?
The GOAT! Scott Snyder.
Banger after banger after banger.
Listen,
back to anime.
Back to anime.
Started on Scott Snyder and what he's done with the Absolute Universe, because we'll talk about that later. Let's start things off with another GOAT. Bakugo.
The current GOAT.
Look at his face now.
Listen, My Hero Academia is firing off on all cylinders, doing everything that we want out of finale and making sure that it can make us cry a little bit in the midst of it.
Facts.
I love this episode. I love this episode so much. It accentuated everything I love about Bakugo's character growth and still kept a lot of his core character, which is winning at all costs. And that shit meant something to me.
Growth.
You can become a better person and still keep the best parts of you before you started growing.
I've always liked Bakugo. He was always a smart guy, but he was, he knew what he had to do.
Well, he was a dick too. At the end of the day, he did tell a kid to kill himself.
Okay, that's true.
He was a YN. He was a certified YN for a long period of time.
I always thought
Definitely
of him like
crash out.
Get a little closer, bro.
I always thought of Bakugo as like the Raphael of My Hero Academia.
No,
a little bit smarter Raphael.
Yeah. I can see
What
that.
about you guys? What do you guys feel? How'd you like this episode?
So the intro with All for One as a baby, just taking all the nutrients from his mom to, his little brother, seeing him as the first possession he's ever had,
Mhm.
and then having a hard a Wednesday Warrior moment, meeting up, and yeah, man, like him taking what he took from the comics, the All for One, One for All, make his own dream to be like a world that's all his possession, taking his brother's life, you know what I'm saying? Didn't even wasn't aware that the quirk that he gave him started something, that would eventually take him down, but in a more poetic way by a person who makes his one quirk work all different types of ways. Like it's this is why my hero deserves to be like up there with the full medals. And you can have your opinions about the ending, but like the part where this is like right now, none of that matters. Like this part of the story
This part of the story is incredible.
is so
Yeah,
peak.
yeah,
And it's amazing.
yes, I'll give you that. This part of the story is this is the part that wins awards, because when you have a character like typically when you have evil characters, it's like a backstory and they try and talk them out of it, like the Naruto formula, like with Pain, with Itachi, with really anybody in Naruto, they tried to talk them out of it and they tried to get them on their side because they're evil, but they're evil with purpose.
That'll be more Obito.
Yeah, Obito, my bad, Obito. But he is just punch a puppy evil. He's just not a good person.
Yeah.
Never a good person. He's like, yeah, I'm here. He's in it for the love of the game. He's
Facts.
not like,
Bad dude.
So
yeah,
he's
he's
old.
not like life turned me evil.
Yeah.
I came out this way. I turned life evil.
Mustache twirling evil.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't even say mustache twirling. It's just like heinous. Like he's a heinous person.
Yeah, but you want to know who else was heinous in this goddamn episode?
Mm-hmm.
My dog Bakugo. I just had to feel this moment. He was coming, bro. He was coming to him. If a villain truly wanted to be a hero, it would be Bakugo. He was really about destructive force and tearing down a person's spirit. And he literally wouldn't fall to the ground until he knew for a fact that he decimated his enemy.
Yeah.
And goddamn, I loved it.
I would do the pose. I don't want to make it look like a salute of any type of sorts. y'all know Manuk, but you know what I'm saying? We're not going there, but that moment, him doing it, laying down was, you know what I'm saying? That was beautiful.
Yeah, but also, can we talk about he got the get back for his OG.
Absolutely.
And from his homie, he got especially seeing Bakugo's character development. He got the Zuko treatment where he went from the complete opposite and antithesis of the MC to now having MC like traits and being a good number two. But also, he might be the only number two I know of that's gotten the dub
like this.
I mean, in general, I can name another number two.
In general, yeah, that's kind of
yeah. But hey. Bakugo, what are you gonna do?
Bakugo, that's a good name.
Bruh had All for One literally crawling around begging for his life as a baby.
Yeah,
that is the demon lord All for One who terrorized Japan and the world for years.
Stole a piece of a guy who like assembled millions just to have his quirk to shine. It was like you weren't even the first like of this because he's talking about India and. Yeah.
Crazy.
Man. I love it here. Shout out. I love it here. Another shout out Deku. Speaking of terrible villains though, we gotta talk about our boy.
This episode was basically the My Hero episode. Except it didn't spoiler alert, it didn't end so good for Zanka.
No,
but Zanko is getting his Bakugo on. Like I'm not as talented and gifted as this guy right here, Jabber the YN Crash Out King, Bankai, fucking all that.
We got to really see Zonka put in work this episode. Are you caught up yet?
I haven't watched the most recent episode. I'm on 14. I didn't watch 15.
I'm so sorry.
It doesn't matter. I'm still learning, and I'm still not going to remember.
It's back in English too. The first episode of The Core is already out in dub now too. So
I might rewatch that in dub.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I'm a dub guy anyway.
This might be the only anime that I'm gonna watch in Japanese and watch the dub.
God bless you. I respect it.
Yeah, this shit is cooking. This is fire.
Yeah, because man. Now, first, real quick, before we go into that ending and that cliffhanger and all that, what made me even more want to read the manga is I like the setup of how they did the sequencing with the children, getting the intel from their raider who they're haven't actively gone up against yet, but it was like a Q&A asking about the cleaners leader, Arca or Corvus. And we got to see him when he was talking to Spookyyyy. I guess like he has like an all-seeing eye, and
I guess
the fact that he doesn't wear the choker is a little
that's
weird. Yeah,
that's
and just what
Talking about the boss.
And how the raider was saying like he masked himself even from his comrades. That they're trying to put this nuance of maybe there is some shadiness to the leaders of the cleaner, while also you're seeing the Raiders leader talking to Rudo about the people who look at the trash as like a holy thing, even though it's killing them, and the whole shock with the eating the roach. Like this episode was fucking cooking. I need to read to see like, well, one, how the end is going to end. We're going to talk about that in just a second, but the dynamic with the captains, were the leaders of the cleaners and the raiders, that dynamic of the good and the bad and maybe the potential bad and the good.
Yeah, I haven't read the manga, but I'm going to once the season ends because I'm already in a place like I need to know what happens next.
Facts.
So, but I do for sure think that Buddy is. I think we're gonna get a twist, and
for Corvus.
Yeah, Corvus. Yeah. The only reason why I say that we're gonna get a twist where like the boss of the cleaners is a bad guy, I think he's a bad guy, and the dude from the Raiders is actually like a virtuous person because he said it plain English to Rudo. He was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to take down the spear. What are the cleaners trying to do for you? Nothing. They're just using you. I have an actual goal. Come over here with me." So,
do you think though it could be something kind of like, I don't know, the idea is like I have a solution, but he's actually really crazy, and his solution is way more extreme when he actually hears the whole plan. Maybe
he's definitely going to try to genocide everyone in the sphere.
Yeah, I was about to say he is trying to commit a side of
That's not like that's
it's Killmonger approach almost.
Yeah, that's villainous behavior.
Yeah.
Another thing. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say another thing I noticed too. With his, I don't know if the vital instrument obviously comes from the Watchmen series with the jacket, but like I feel like his thing is through sound, and that's how he with the TV. What Rudo said that he seen while he was falling through the sphere, but before he got to the ground, was that TV static, and what he saw. I'm feeling the leader of the Raiders can use his to manipulate that, like in the same sense that Amo did with sense.
Because Rudo's is touch. Well, everybody's touch. His is like touch in general. Amo, that's a good.
Yes, it's been a little bit with the senses, especially with the Corvus too, with his eye. Like maybe that's some shit that's getting in the series too, before we even know about it.
Yeah, we're definitely going to find out more about Corvus. I'm excited to find out more about him. That whole weird eye thing is kind of creepy.
What weird eye thing?
The one on the back of his head.
On the episode. Roll down from the back of his head. It's supposed to be a tattoo, but it's like moving. Okay, that's weird.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's what I'm saying, man. This episode is layered.
Yeah,
because
Okay, I'm gonna go back and watch the episode. Well, I'm gonna wait till the dub comes out. But yeah, this is This anime is fire.
And let's
Anyone
not
else got anything else to say about Zonka before we put that other panel picture up on there?
I want to say Zonka went nuts this episode. This was me and Autumn were saying this is the best fight in the whole series so far.
He went nuts.
Zonka went nuts this episode. Zonka was going crazy.
There has been a lot of emphasis on this fight and the fight with Shorty with the scissors, but more so this fight has gotten the most screen time out of everything that we've seen. And it's also got the most hype around it because this is a round 2. And, Bankai, so.
Yeah. All right. So, spoilers for what happens at the end of the episode.
I mean, it was last week's episode, but you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Spoilers.
Yeah, he still gets got.
Oh.
Still gets got real good.
I can't wait for this dub, bro. This is why we needed our crash out, real Ryan Jabber on the vocals because he's like, oh.
He just says, oh.
We saw his vital instrument like go up in smoke, like this man out of here.
I don't think he killed him. The only reason why I don't think he killed him is what'd you say?
No, I don't think he killed him.
Oh yeah, I don't think he killed him just because of like 1, he's a crash out. 2, he's like, oh shit, I could play with you. No Diddy, but he's like,
Nah, Diddy.
He's about the necro feel.
You think it could be one of those kind of Bleach things where you get impaled a bunch of times and still survive?
I think that's always possible in anime, but his vital instrument went out, which means that his life force is affected in some way.
Unless he was passed out, and I don't think he killed him. I think he hit him with the same thing that he hit him with last time. Because even Jabber said he's like, I don't get to do this often, so you are letting me do the thing, or he's about to get a Bankai, which I kind of hope doesn't happen. But it might.
I'd be okay with it. Fuck it.
That's why I figured they would have Bankais at some level because I feel like this is just stage 1. They're gonna learn about stage 2, maybe of their powers.
Yeah.
I didn't see it in that direction initially, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it, honestly.
Yeah, I'm ready to watch it. I'm ready to see it happen. Great episode. W got you.
W
got you.
What y'all doing? Y'all going in the OP? Y'all watch? I haven't. I just got the picture.
I mean, there's nothing much to talk about in One Piece. We'll talk. I mean, things are wrapping up. They're threatening Robin.
Oh, but that could be the segue into the announcement about the switch up. You got, we can talk about that.
Well, I want to show one of these panels. People were kind of bitching about them not giving Sanji enough shine. I know, they glazed the goddamn hell out of Zoro, guys. But like Zoro also had like cooler moments in this arc. It is what it is.
Yeah, Zoro does stuff though. Sanji. Pretty much every character has been sidelined except for Luffy and Zoro.
That's not true. Sanji definitely has great moments. When he fought Queen, that was incredible.
It was.
Yeah. And he's always saving the day, but like when Zoro's fighting Lucci while he's awakened, like you're gonna animate that well.
Yeah.
I wasn't tripping about that. Everyone is protecting everybody else, particularly Robin. The episode's just fun. And they're getting ready to leave the island.
It's okay.
It's fun.
What did you think about the moving to seasonal?
Let's talk about that. So, funny enough, I was thinking about how they're reaching the end of the arc, and there's no way they're gonna do like
pacing.
Yeah, the pacing, 3-4 months of filler before we get enough space for Elbaf to be worth it. And then like a day later, we get the news that One Piece anime will officially become seasonal starting April 2022.
That's crazy. Weekly, like this whole time, right?
Yeah, but I love that though. Honestly, I'd rather you give me seasonal, space it out, give me good animation, let Oda rest, don't run a sweatshop, and more than anything, give me good animation and don't give me filler. Because at this point, there's not a lot of filler. Is not a thing as much as it was in the past.
You're right.
And also, I thought maybe didn't they talk about doing like a Kai version, a redo of the original like One Piece?
They are doing
One Piece.
it.
On Netflix.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, so if they do that, why don't they just push that forward and give this time to rest and let them kind of catch up for newer audience to bring in people that
No way.
I don't know.
The One Piece fans would fucking
Never happened. This show brings in too much money. There's
Good points.
no way.
A lot of One Piece fans see their mortality going out the window, so they
There's just too many people that watch this shit like weekly. Like the fact they're going seasonal is incredible to me because this was Toei's cash cow for what, 15 years now? 15, 20 years?
Like 25 years.
It's been, has it been 25 years in anime? And those have been 25 years of the manga. It doesn't matter. It's been 2 decades plus. That's a long time to make money.
From 99 to now. Yeah.
From the 99s to the 2000s. You heard me?
The thing I'm excited to see, though, is like with everything that's going on in anime right now, how anime has just been dominating movies. I'm excited to see what One Piece does because I know for a fact there's a One Piece movie cooking that is going to be canon because we've seen the canon movies like the Rize arc of Chainsaw Man, gangbusters. Demon Slayer, both 1 and 2 broke literal box office records. So I know for a fact at some point we're getting a One Piece movie, and it might be the God Valley incident, which is I said it earlier. I think it was like episode like 4 or 5. I was like, I want a One Piece movie, and I want it to be canon. And if they do make it canon, make it God Valley.
That'd be great. And I don't know why they don't. I mean, logically, I wish they would do that. The reason why they probably would not do that is because they could parse it out into like a 26 episode season. Like they realize that One Piece is ending. Like it's on its way out, and they want to squeeze as much as they can out of this money tree. So remember when the Mugen Train arc came out in the anime, right? In the movies. And like you said, literally broke records. It was the highest grossing film in Japan ever until this most recent Demon Slayer movie. Then they tried to do that again with the following movie, and it did not do anywhere near as well.
Wait, what happened?
They tried to release a movie that was part of the arc of the next season of the anime, and people just didn't react to it as well.
Nah, that wasn't a movie. That was just a theatrical experience of the last parts of the season. I don't think they
and I know for a fact because I watched it. They had the first episode of the
next season, yeah. But I don't think they counted that as a movie. I think they named it something particular really to avoid that.
I think that the jig is up when it comes to that. I think people are realizing if you're just going to release in the anime, then I'm not going to watch the movie if that's the case as much. Because we're like super dweebs and we're going to watch regardless. There's a whole bunch of people that can go either way.
Yeah. It's just like the Gundam movie they did.
But I mean, no. Good.
Yeah, but then you have like the Infinity Castle, which came after that one.
And it's not getting an anime adaptation. They made a choice.
It's not. Oh, okay.
They made a choice.
Mugen Train still got the anime adaptation.
Yeah.
But it didn't do as well because of that.
Honestly, it's hard to tell the difference between the anime
the
and
viewership, the viewership was not as good until after that arc because of that.
Good.
I don't.
Well, we're learning lessons. That's the important part.
Yeah, we're learning lessons. So that'd be cool if they can go ahead.
No, it don't matter.
No, go ahead. Talk your shit.
No, I was saying the Mugen Train one was it broke all of its records during the release of the movie, but by the time that the episodes were airing for the first season 2 of Demon Slayer, the movie had already did its thing, and then they adapted the movie into 3 or 4 episodes, not including that one where Rengoku was just setting up the actual movie stuff.
No, it was a season. No, the second season of Demon Slayer was the Mugen Train arc.
It was the first part of it, and viewership was down until they got past that arc.
Because most
people,
that's what I did too. I didn't watch the rest of it because it's like, why do I need to watch this before I saw the movie? So
exactly. Yeah, One Piece will obviously avoid that part, though. I'm sure. Yeah. Hopefully,
if they do canon stuff that we've never seen before and it won't be animated, that would be the perfect thing, Phil. I hope that they do that.
Kind of like with the Dragon Ball.
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if that confused people with Dragon Ball. Because when I first saw Dragon Ball Z and they did those movies, I was trying to fit this in the narrative, and I realized
literally no way.
The only movie that could kind of fit was like the first movie with Dragon Ball Z with Garland Jr.
Well,
Movies are
The only thing that didn't match was Krillin not knowing Gohan. Everything else was fine.
But that's a huge thing.
Yeah,
that's a ginormous thing.
I just go with the idea that Krillin has short-term memory and brain concussion.
Yeah.
Oh, my best friend's son. Wow, who's that?
So he brought this
movies are canon now, so
yeah. Well, listen, I'm really excited for them to finally go seasonal with One Piece, and going seasonal with this arc, with the Elbaf arc, they can. You know how we have problems with the pacing in the beginning? They can kind of just like run through that. Just be like, one episode, all the bullshit, boring bullshit over. Let's get to this shit. Let's get to the spoilers. Shank's twin brother and Rox Diza Beck being a Davy and fighting Emu.
Realistically, what they might do is like the first part of Elbaf, and then we get up until when Loki and the God's Knights show up, and then the second part next year will be the Rox Diza Beck stuff. So probably,
I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, when you say it like that, I'm excited.
I'm here for it.
Look at the wheels.
Another classic.
That's a hard poster, though.
That's hard. That's amazing. Fun fact: people are saying all right, we're gonna get to the comics in a second. Does this cape look familiar to you guys?
Looks kind of.
I don't know about the cape, but this is like the Akira. I think that's the name of the movie.
Yeah,
Akira. That's kind of like Akira.
I was thinking that too for the motorcycle.
So listen. So in the beginning of the arc, the Straw Hats basically get abducted and then get played with like dolls, like literally.
Like a sweaty.
No, he was literally a giant, a literal giant.
Okay.
And if you match up the times where Eustace Kid gets clapped up by Shanks, and he was on the coast of Elbaf Island, it's assumed that the giant grabbed Eustace's coat and then used it to dress up Luffy.
That's rude.
Yeah. It hasn't been confirmed, but it's like that's an awfully familiar coat. And considering he was at the place where Kid was like, clapped up, I don't know. I think it's a really cool theory.
Did Kid die? Did we know Kid died or not?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
So wait, is that a pull from a previous season? Because I'm still kind of working through One Piece. So.
Oh, God bless you. We're not going to go through all that.
No. Don't worry about it.
Paraphrase. Kid pulled up on Shanks to try and attack Shanks because they got beef, and then Shanks put belt to ass.
Belt to ass.
Oh, okay.
And sunk his ship, and Kid can't swim because he has devil fruit. So Kid is
probably dead.
Probably dead. Yeah.
It's been hundreds of chapters and he hasn't showed up yet.
What if
he got hit with one of the strongest attacks in the verse? So
is it possible to have a devil fruit power where you can hold your breath for a long time but not swim?
Well, it's not his, so it don't matter, nigga.
All right. Yes.
RP
metal, so he's heavy, so death.
Okay, he's probably dead.
Well, there's two comics I really want to talk about, y'all. First off, Imperial. So the book is good. The book is
that's funny.
The book is good.
The book is disappointment.
It's good. It's just if you guys remember, I was so excited about how Imperial was bringing together all these threads from all these books that I've read for the past like 10 years. I'm like, whoa, they're really paying so much stuff off. Like, what are they going to explode and make this new interesting cosmology of Marvel into? More of the same. They're basically taking a whole bunch of stuff to status quo. They're the Kree Skrull War, which Phil, you're well versed in, and their beef that they've had for generations. They made a giant peace treaty because Hulkling, who is a Kree and a Skrull, ruled over the Empire. They united forces. That was kind of undone in this.
Yeah.
T'Challa and the Wakandans have a democracy now, which was a very interesting, unique take on, the Black Panther lore. and they've gone back to a kingship.
Okay.
I know.
So basically, he did everything that was done previously.
Yeah, the Shi'ar, even though they were working with basically the UN of space, they have now become more recluse and gone back to like no one flies in or out of the Shi'ar Empire without our permission. I get what they're doing. Like they're setting up stuff that worked back in the day to kind of play with because they've played with things differently for 10 years. And that's fine. Comics are cyclical. I'm not naive to that. But, you know, I was just so excited for something new and interesting to happen because they were setting it up like that. You know, Hulk goes on a space adventure because someone killed his son and he has to deal with all these royal assholes. And then a Wakandan gets framed and then this, that, and the third. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention the Inhumans are back in power as one of the most, you know, powerful seats of space kingdoms.
How long have they been absent?
It's been like 5 years.
Doesn't matter. People use Black Bolt, who's the leader of the Inhumans, as an example of how strong another character is. They literally use him just to get his ass beat.
Oh, so he's a Goku.
So he's what?
He's a Goku Superman.
No,
thing,
no, because them niggas be winning.
He's Vegeta.
Yeah.
Them niggas be winning.
I get it. He's a Geiger counter to determine how powerful a person is. Who could oh my god, he's too powerful. Oh.
And I really do want to say it is really well written. Like I'm not I sighed because like I also expected more, but when someone gives me something really good, I shouldn't be like, it should be better. It is good. It's good. It's well written. It gives us conclusion. It's look at how beautiful this art is.
I think my issue with it is seeing Marvel keep retreading the same things rather than trying something new. Because when they try something new, it works. The Hulkling thing, when he went in space and shit and he united the empires, that was cool. When Wakanda went into space, that was cool. And they started doing different things. And when you have a thing that keeps returning back to its original form, it's like, okay, I've gotten this story before. It's the same thing with like X-Men. It happens all the time.
There's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man always losing his bitch. It don't matter what he's at. He's always losing his bitch. He's habitually bitchless.
He's the
all the time and broke.
And broke. He should not still be broke he's supposed to be at least 26, 27. Apparently he's like 23.
I thought he was 30. Now you remember backwards.
He should be 26, 27 bare minimum because he graduated like graduate school. Listen, man, and I have a lot to say about this book, but I do want to say devil's advocate. They did all those cool, unique things, and how many people were reading, you know? I was, because I'm a freak and I love Marvel, but like Marvel cosmology continues to, you know, it continues to not really sell that well. Space stuff just doesn't go that.
Remember, Justin, I think it was Infinity. It was like 6 books.
It's Infinity by Jonathan Hickman.
Infinity, like that. Like stuff like that. And I don't think we get that much anymore.
Yeah, I agree. But I also feel like, I don't want to show on Jonathan Hickman, but like he's here to do a job and that's it. Mm-hmm. He introduces new cool ideas that people can launch off of and then bye-bye.
Yeah, I heard there's spinoffs for it because it is ended, right?
Oh, yeah, it's ended. This was the final issue.
Yeah.
So he sets things up and walks away. And he said this himself. This isn't like news.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is why my argument about having a separate universe where the status quo stays the status quo until the end of that run, like, kind of sticks with. Because for you liked it because you understand that's going to change. But for some people who might read this, go like, why can't you just stick to it and move on and see you do different interesting stories within that universe?
I mean, I'm with you. I mean, but they've gave us like at least, I'm counting 5 years that he's been like the head of the Skrull and the Shi'ar, the Skrull and the Kree. So they tried. Marvel snipers, please don't kill us. We still like Marvel. Thank you for everything.
We still love you.
Do better. Now let's talk about something that shook the world this week.
Still shaking it.
I told you guys how much I love Scott Snyder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Repeatedly.
Once or twice.
What if I told you there was a guy that wrote something that wasn't Scott Snyder but was still absolute Batman.
Mm. Would it be fan service?
It would be absolute Batman annual #1. Holy
Boy, howdy.
Yes.
guys,
This was a fun issue.
guys, you don't understand how good this was. Desmond, as a wrestling fan, you would appreciate this book. I'm serious. Quick backstory. Annuals are books on the 5th week of a month because usually they release one book a month, blah, 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 blah. They slot them in between the 4 weeks in a year, in a month. And that 5th week is where they dump a whole bunch of garbage or try something experimental. So they did the most experimental thing possible by having one of their #1 selling books being written and drawn by a superstar artist, and he takes on literal racists.
Tried old tradition of superheroes beating up Klan.
Listen, it's not subliminal. It's not, I wonder if he's literally taking on people that are trying to ethnically cleanse or push people out of the neighborhood because they're Latino.
Oh, ice, right? Mice, then sorry, MAGA and ice, right?
Yes.
And Batman is taking them to these motherfuckers. You see this move, Desmond. What do you see right now at that bottom panel?
A man dying.
That tombstone, that power drive, that
He squished his face. His head is squished.
Look at the direction of his face and his hands. Tell me how that looked to you in terms of how survivable that is.
Yeah, it's debatable whether or not some of these folks survive, but I'm sure they're all right.
I mean, that's fine.
For 1 second, can we look how wide his fucking back is in that top panel?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And then the exact next panel under that is him separating a person's neck from their body. Not the head, the neck from the body.
with the big boot, another wrestling move.
Big boot.
I feel like when Batman is dressed up as Bruce Wayne, he's just holding his breath, and then when he becomes Batman, he goes, "Oh, I can let it go." Like Jesus, where you
Pretty
hiding from?
much. You have to conceal that. That's literally a deadly weapon.
Listen, in this issue, y'all, of course, it tackles the fact that there's a whole bunch of psychos running around trying to hurt people and make people's lives worse that are of different ethnicities. But it also showed the battle that Batman faces with himself. First off, I want to address this. He is reveling in destroying these people. 1 or 2 of these folks probably died. I'm just going to assume they didn't because he's Batman.
No, he killed a lot of people are dead.
Well, he hurt a lot of folks.
I mean, he cuts their hands off, but they're not dead. It might bleed out.
Yeah, he cut a person's hand off
out.
like first issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna comment on the. All right, I'm gonna see if you get to it.
In this, I do want to mention, amongst all this really cool shit that Daniel Warren Johnson was drawing and illustrating to us, it's also shows the war between himself. Right in the beginning of the issue, it's him talking to his dad, and talking about essentially hate crimes, and he's looking at a picture of his dad. And his dad saying, I'm just going to try to do what I can. And hopefully the people that I teach, because I'm a teacher, will teach other people to do better too.
Yeah.
Right? The picture they're looking at comes up later on because while Batman is trying to buy, guns and slightly less lethal assault weapons, he runs across some racists. Those racists are doing bad things. The racists jump Batman while he's trying to help some people, and he gets helped by a reverend. That very same reverend who's just trying to help people the best way he knows was in that picture with his dad. He's been fighting the good fight basically all his life.
Has the scars to prove it.
And has the scars to prove it. Unfortunately, it looks like when good people do good things in this world, they pay for it. Batman's dad paid for it with his life. This man paid for it, at least with an eye, at least.
Yep.
And he still does the same thing every day, trying to help people, And at the end of the issue, when Batman gets done running through these folks and the pastor, tells him to stop, he says, "This is my way." And then he breaks down by himself because, he's emotional, and I'm sure he's having some conflicting thoughts about how he's going about everything.
It's fascinating how he deals with this without having Alfred in his life at that time, trying to, mitigate that. Because I always feel like people like him help him understand and steer that direction in that way. But without that, it's interesting. He still has one parent, but, still not enough, I guess.
It's not enough. That hole in his heart is just not enough. But enough of this nerd pussy shit. Let's talk about how badass this shit was. Bro, look at him. Look at this.
Bring up the fucking tank.
It's the most Antifa thing I've ever seen.
Thrower.
Bro.
I'm gonna get the little light points lowering sound here. I'm gonna get Danny saying Jakaris to any of her dragons.
Yeah, you for sure need a Jakaris in there. I wish I could get this panel framed.
This is iconic.
I kind of want that too. Because it's like, what, bro?
Iconic.
He was like, let me show you real power. These hands.
And the same year, we got Brown Superman.
We got Mexican Superman. We got Miguel. We got Batman beating up white supremacists. We got Wonder Woman, just muscle mommy Wonder Woman. What more could you ask for?
Did you guys see that crossover panel? Those two talking to each other.
And they're like,
one woman's tall as hell. She's always been tall, but
she's like 7 foot.
Yeah.
Look at
and
this.
that shit looks damn.
That's a good poster right there. That's even the early parts of the chapter in the book too. That's not even the later parts. It's just especially that dialogue where he says I can't read it from here, but it jumps from the conversation between him and his dad. He's showing what he's doing currently.
The panel it says, "What will you do?"
Yeah.
Burn Nazis.
It's the very beginning.
To Justin's point, though, it is a great thematic lesson in Batman, and it's one of the reasons why we see later on why he's so anti. I can't kill these people. I'll put belt to ass. I'm not gonna kill them because he's had that conversation with his dad and trying to walk in his father's footsteps of being a great man and also being a good man simultaneously, because those two things are not synonymous with each other.
No.
But
So-
I like. Oh,
Sorry.
Okay, continue.
No, I was saying, but the fact that he's trying to do both and still protect people in a way that in a city that only understands violence, that's the only language that Gotham speaks is violence and crazy gas. That's it. So how do you walk that line and still try and save people who don't want to be saved?
I feel like, to me, I'm starting to come to this realization in the real world too, that sometimes I kind of have to admit, I kind of agree with Batman at times. Sometimes people who are the oppressors, they know it's violence, and sometimes they want us to roll over because they know we won't do anything about it.
Yeah.
If we push back like the way this guy did, I heard violence begets violence, but sometimes if you push so hard back to the point where you realize these motherfuckers are crazy, and if we push too hard, we get burned.
The language of violence beget violence comes from the people who won.
Yeah, and that's true. It's like people who when they always say history is always written by the victors. It's one of those things where sometimes you gotta push harder back at them. When they say Michelle Obama says they go low, we go higher. The way I say, no, we block low, we hit high, and then we hit low. You just don't go high because they still hit us low. We block that, and then we hit them high and hit them low, and that's what Batman's doing.
I also want to just really shout out Daniel Warren Johnson because he doesn't need to do something like this.
Yeah.
Daniel Warren Johnson is an established creator that everyone wants to work with, and everyone will pay $1 million just to draw their book, right? He can stay neutral and be just fine. And for him to use this is the first issue on Batman I've ever seen him do.
Yeah.
And this is an all eyes on me book. And for him to highlight this, it makes me feel seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the funny part is when there's people that are like, Batman's anti-cop and Batman's a bad person now. It's like, so you agree with the white supremacists?
Bro, yeah. I listen, I want to address this real quick. Desmond, you probably haven't seen this because you're not on comic book Twitter. I am seeing so many Nazis jumping out the woodwork saying this offended me, essentially. I'm like, yo, do y'all realize what y'all saying, right?
In the quiet part out loud now.
Bro, I've seen a dude say, now Batman's attacking the average folk like you and me.
I saw
Whoa. Hey, we ain't maybe you, yo.
Y'all. Don't say
y'all.
We don't speak French over here. It's y'all.
If you can see a crazy bigot saying white power and identify with that, you're the problem.
Exactly. You are the issue, sir.
I don't feel like it's a hot take to say like bigotry is bad.
Yeah, those people saying like, I like burning crosses on people's lawn. What's wrong with that? Batman's punishing us.
Yeah.
Well, it's those same people. They're saying the quiet part out loud now, which is so, and they don't even realize that they're saying it. They think they're defending a point without exposing themselves, but they are, and I think it is hilarious.
We're going in a roundabout way of saying like y'all are weird and racist.
Yeah.
We're not rocking.
They're not. I'll be honest. The more I realize,
Racist.
They're not the smartest people, and a lot of times they get mad. They don't understand why they're getting mad. And when we explain it to them and say, "That's not how it is," it's like, you guys aren't.
Listen. You can't be weird and racist. Pick a struggle.
No, we can't be smart and racist.
Pick a struggle, dog.
Man. Buy this book, y'all. It was incredible.
Yeah, it's good.
10 out of 10. 10s across the board.
10 across the board. And they have some, I'm sorry about this. They have some stories in the back that I also want to highlight. Steve Heron did a great story about a man joining the Black Mass gang and
robbing his
father's place, which was sad. And then all the way in the back, there was a story by what's his name, Meredith McLaren. I don't know if it's going to mean anything later on, but I want to highlight everyone in the annual. Annuals are great ways to show new artists, new ideas.
Yeah. Wait, it's more than one in the single of the issue?
Yeah, there's 3 stories.
Oh wow.
It's the first one that gets the most attention because it's it just kind of deserves it.
100%.
Okay, yeah. It was dope you shed light on all 3 of them.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good introduction for people who haven't touched the Absolute Universe because it doesn't really tie into everything else. So you can just show this one. This was this Batman's about. And be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a great one and done story. 100%. All right.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say, his head is so small, but his body's so.
Well, this is exaggerated.
I know, but it's cool. I like that though. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Nah, he's on that TRT. On that human growth hormone.
TRT is crazy.
I can't wait to this one because I'm waiting for them to do an absolute trio of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman because I want to.
You know what we're waiting on? That fucking anime, that absolute Batman anime. We need that.
Good segue.
We need that.
That was our next topic.
Yeah, Cyberpunk Edge Runners is one of the saddest animes I've ever watched, but the animation is gas.
So we're talking about how Studio Trigger, the artist for Absolute Batman wants Studio Trigger to make an anime about Absolute Batman. And I think that's awesome. I would love to see it.
Hey, take my money.
Shut up and take my money. Facts.
I've been saying this for the Absolute Universe for everything, not just Batman. I want to see Wonder Woman and Superman get that treatment, Just start with Batman and then do Wonder Woman and Superman and tie them all together. I mean, should it match up to the comic books? Because depending on how far they go.
Absolutely. No, and you know what? We need to start encouraging, especially in these limited runs or these alternate universes, we need to start encouraging them to take the anime approach.
Yeah.
Do a panel from the manga. Of course, adapt it because you could
adapt it.
But you need to have a direct storyline so that way people can just go to the thing that you want them to buy.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to encourage that more. That is a very straightforward. See what's happening with Invincible. They're getting resurgence in sales because of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, you only really find that in like Western media where they're like, we're gonna take the story and we can do it better. It's like, no, nigga, just take the thing that's here and put it here because the thing that's here already does good.
Listen, no, but we have to be fair because comics are a different beast, bro. We're talking about 60 years of continuity. We just ignore the Silver Age because like the shit got too zany. Do you know what I mean? If they actually follow everything beat by beat, it would be a little crazy. But I do think there's specific arcs they could follow beat by beat, or specific storylines past like 1980 where they can follow beat by beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One thing I'm gonna say to you. 2 things actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
You remember the first Green Lantern movie?
Yes, I do.
Remember how bad that was? Do you remember all the things they changed for absolutely no reason?
Listen, I'm with you. That's ridiculous.
Wait. Hold on. I'm not done. Okay. Do you remember the Dark Phoenix saga of the X-Men movie? They tried it twice and shit the bed 2 times.
Oh yeah.
That's also a good example of that's a different beast. Like you can't do Dark Phoenix in one movie. It's like 60 issues.
Dark Phoenix needed
Yes,
Infinity War.
that's the point. You do the thing, but you do it right.
Yeah.
Because the second Days of Future Past thing was to set up the Dark Phoenix movie, but Bryan Singer's a fucking idiot and doesn't read comic books.
Yes.
But keep in mind,
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Keep in mind that the beauty I've noticed about movies these days, like especially video game adaptations, the reason why they're so much better is because all the people that get to make them now, they're our age, played those games, they understand those characters. Now they work in the creative field of Hollywood. They're getting those movies and go like, I know what I need to do. Like when when Transformers came out with Travis Knight, he was a Transformer fan. You saw what Michael Bay did. He didn't know what those things are. Make Megatron spiky and make all these characters not look like they make it confusing. But then you get someone who knows something about that. He made Bumblebee in the first 3 minutes is the most amazing version of Transformers in 3 minutes. It blew out anything Michael Bay made. Fans are getting their hands on the stuff. They're able to do that now. So maybe that might be possible with the fans now these days who work in Hollywood.
Well, that's where we have to we have to put on our corporate glasses for a second. Bumblebee was successful to a degree.
To a degree, yeah.
It didn't make as much money as Transformers.
Yeah, but it was at the tail end of the success of Transformers. Had they started that way, would have been a different story.
Possibly. Transformers 1 was apparently really good.
Yeah, Sonic, I forgot about that.
But it did not do
different because nothing existed like it at the time.
Yeah.
Hear me out. I don't begrudge a lot of those guys back in the day saying, we can't copy all this shit.
Yeah.
We're going to put a Hollywood spin on it. Now, hopefully we have enough brains, like you said, we can do it. But we also have to understand as far as this is pie in the sky.
Yeah.
It's not like Studio Trigger said, yeah, we want to do this.
It's in the ether, though.
Studio Trigger is a Japanese company, and they notoriously, the Japanese companies that animate stuff, they don't give a fuck about Americans. That's been a problem for a long time. We'll give them a schedule, give them the budget or whatever, and they'll kind of push us to the back burner. That's what happened with X-Men 92.
Man, listen, man. But the amount of body horror that's in the Absolute series, and can you imagine the Joker part of it all? Since we saw more reveals of the Joker Kaiju with the devil hair, spike
no
type
doubt.
of deal,
Stupid. But to Justin's point, they don't respect American artists.
Yeah,
they don't. We have to,
Sorry, I was gonna say they look down on the comic book artists because if you look at a manga panel next to an average manga panel next to an average comic book panel, it's different.
It's very different.
But I always wonder though, do we need to go to them for that?
Yes.
No, but I was saying the reason why I was saying is I was watching Tales of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think it's the Canadian studio, but they do amazing animation for that. Can we go to something like that and try something like that?
I guarantee that they ship half that out to Korea.
Yeah, because if they're not going to, Japan is not going to, take us at the second level like this. Well, do something. Go somewhere else, maybe.
What was that Batman that they had that was a samurai?
Batman Ninja.
What studio did that?
Good question. I can look that up now.
Yeah, but that's also CG. It's not. Is it animated or is it CG?
Yeah,
it's kind of a cel-shaded CG. The second movie is a little bit better than the first one. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Batman Ninja, produced by Warner Brothers Japan in collaboration with Japanese anime studio Kamikaze Doga. So that's Japanese.
The guys that do JoJo opening, basically.
And they took 5 years to make the next movie.
Damn.
They took a long time in the middle. And Batman Ninja was successful. But you know what they did? I don't know this for a fact. They just put us to the back burner. You know what I mean?
You could see that because they did that with Star Wars Visions.
Oh, let's go talk about that.
We're going to talk about that later on.
Yeah.
So I want to see this. I would love to see guys. I would look, guys, look at me here. Look. It's me. It's Grayson.
It's Grayson. I
would come through my pants if I got to see one episode of Absolute. No pause. Fast forward, actually.
Oh God.
If we got to see Absolute Bruce Wayne.
Fast forward is crazy.
All 6'9", 421 pounds of him, rippling through his suit with Japanese animation from Studio Trigger. I would go insane, but I also have to recognize that if we're going to do this, we're probably going to have to do this on our own. It won't look that good because even though they they don't prioritize us. They're the best around.
You know, I might be throwing this kind of backwards a little bit, going way back to the 90s, but there's a show on MTV called The Max.
I remember that show.
The style was very stylized. I'm not sure
if they do that for Bruce, I would never. I don't even want to talk about something negative.
I'm not jizzing in my pants unless it's for Selena and Kyle Absolute. So they're animating that. And the shot already know what I'm saying.
Those covers are a little bit like, oh boy,
bad bitch.
Niggas is horny.
I don't normally go for that kind of stuff.
Niggas is in fact horny. Shout out to our boy.
Kind of hard to turn a page with one hand, I guess.
Horny on Maine.
Like I said, it's kind of hard to turn a page with one hand, but okay.
You'll
find a way.
And this page gets kind of sticky too. So.
You said you want to talk.
Two things.
Go ahead. Get your shit off.
So I wanted to talk first about a video game I was playing. It's called The Dispatch. Have you guys heard of that?
Hell no.
Okay. So Dispatch is kind of like it's a superhero game, basically. So it's on PlayStation and PCs. It just released every Thursday. They're doing 2 episodes. It's up to 8 episodes. So they got right now 4 episodes. 4th episode came out. 2 episodes came out this Thursday. It's you play a superhero in LA whose name is like Robinson. He's like a cross between Iron Man and Peter Parker, where he inherits a line of he's a part of a family line of superheroes called Mecha Man and whatnot. His grandfather was the first Mecha Man. His dad was Mecha Man, but he was in the beginning of the game. He's searching for the guy who killed his dad, but his mecha suit got destroyed. And what makes him like Spider-Man is that he's broke as hell. He lives in an apartment with no mattress, no sofa, no TV, just his mecha suit and his dog. He gets recruited into a police dispatch, but it's a superhero dispatched agency. And you basically the premise of the game is it's like a story-driven game where it's like, imagine if you're watching Invincible or possibly like Invincible. You're watching it, but you're interacting with it, making the decisions. But it's also you're kind of watching a show. It's not too different. It's made by the Critical Role guys and everything. So the writing's really good and all that. So some of the screenshots I could show you basically, if you could pull this up as well.
Gotcha.
Would be from it's definitely story driven, and you get to make the decisions along the way in the story.
It's kind of like a choose your own adventure, like Fable or Infamous.
Kind of, but more like I guess in some ways it's a little bit like a lighter version of Mass Effect in some cases. So kind of a lighter version, but I will also say more like Tall Tale games in a lot of ways too.
Got you. Okay.
So this is one of the levels right here. You see. So like they get don't change it yet. You get these calls where like you get alerts and everything. And it says there's a call for a superhero, and you match up their best talents within your team because your team are also ex-villains, which also makes it like they're like a rehabilitation group. So they're trying to become better from being villains to being heroes, but they're all assholes to each other. And they even one of the voices, if you ever watch Moist Critical, is the YouTuber. He plays a guy named Sonar, who's like a bat person who can turn into a raging bat person kind of thing. And you have stats for each of your characters. It's a really good game, and I think narrative-wise, I don't know if they have a demo on PlayStation, but you guys should try it out because it's really, if you like comic heroes, it's really good. It's a really good game.
It looks very D&D-esque, and you mentioned Critical Role, who is. Yep.
Same choices right there. You have, you get 3 options typically, and you got a bar that goes before you run out of options for that. It's a pretty good game, though. I think story-wise, is one of those games you could play and have someone watch. And I know there's a lot of games like that, but you literally can have someone watch that and go like, "Oh, this is fun to watch." And you can also interact, say, "Let's make those choices and everything." It's good. I give it a. I enthusiastically think you should try it out when you get a chance.
I'm gonna take the all for one route and just choose violence in every interaction.
You could, because there was a time when they're interviewing you and they're asking you like in a press interview, so because you lost your mecha suit, you're going like, it says, "Oh, you're done being a superhero, or you just washed up now?" And you can either choose to be polite about it, or you can attack that person in conversation. Or just,
I like that.
Oh, what do you mean violence? What do you mean?
Like that.
I chose I tried to be a little more tactful.
Killing.
Yeah.
killing, violence.
Today you woke up and
But
chose violence.
I would say if you want to get some ideas of the game, look at the trailer or look at some gameplay. Don't let it spoil it too much because there are decisions you make, but it's a good game. Like it's only $29, $30. It's not that expensive.
Okay.
It's on PlayStation 5, so
I'm choosing evil. I'm letting everybody know right now.
Yo, you're an evil dude. Yo, hey, listen. Let's talk about the fact that like Phil keeps choosing the most evil route for like everything.
he's like Bakudo, is he? Just
Man,
says
listen, man. I just can't wait to see this nuke in this movie for the Chainsaw Man. So
Yo, have you?
Yeah, shout out to Rize.
I saw it yesterday.
I saw it. I think it might be like when you talk about a resurgence of like just anime, just putting belt the ass in terms of American media, like it's a great time to be an anime fan.
It's great. It's really
And
good.
the movie is fucking beautiful.
Let's go.
And then the Aesop's Fable thing with like the country mouse in the city, like
all right.
Yeah, we gotta wait for Laquan on that one.
Yeah, we gotta wait. Next week we're gonna bring Laquan on. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I didn't really watch all the Chainsaw Man.
It's okay. We're not gonna. We're just talking.
I mean,
it's really good.
Yeah,
it's really.
and
good.
she's hot. Manic Pixie Dream Girl, whatever.
One more thing I guess we could talk about. Since you mentioned Star Wars, yesterday, Star Wars Vision 3 came out. So all 9 episodes. It's better than season 1 and 2, in my opinion.
I gotta watch it. Yeah, Autumn says she wants to watch it a lot.
Yeah, all of them are really good episodes. And some of them are continuations from season 1. So you got like 2 of them are continuations. Everything else is pretty much new.
I really like season 1.
And one thing I learned after watching it is that the one in the top right hand corner was called The Last Jedi. I guess not Last Jedi, but the I forgot what the title is called. They're making
some shit like that.
Yeah, they're making a TV series next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this is the top one where they with that girl there. They decided to make a TV series after season 1.
That's cool.
So it's animation style, different studio. Trigger did a few episodes, and several other Japanese directors made a few.
Trigger make the Batman.
And
pull the trigger.
I see what you did there.
I would say one thing, not to spoil anything and not spoil anything.
Nope, stop. We're done. No. He's gonna spoil. I don't care, bro. I don't care. We're done. No, I'm gonna say Chris loves spoiling. I don't care. We're done. We're not
Recommendations.
No more recommendations. Recommendations.
LSD for the last episode.
Right? No more recommendations, bro.
Recommendations.
But outside, that's all I'm done.
So my recommendation, I think I mentioned this 2 weeks ago, the Santa anime.
Yeah, Santa.
On Crunchyroll. It is so fun. It's fun. It's entertaining. It is stupid. It's one of those things you put on and your brain turns off. But it's entertaining and I enjoy it. It's a like how we said kaiju is a good burger. This is like when you get fresh McDonald's fries.
Okay.
It's like that.
The basket of fries.
Yeah, and they fresh, they hot too, but not so hot that you can't eat them. But they're like, you could tell they just made these shits.
Is this post-trans fat?
Yeah, it's like that.
Oh.
Shout out to MSG.
Shout out to MSG.
Yeah.
Digger.
I'm gonna go with Gachiakuta, man. That shit was crazy. And now that the dub is doing the typical dub schedule, like a week or 2 behind the sub now, I can't wait to see the shit, man. This core 2 is fire.
What about you, bro?
Oh, well, my recommendations, a little unorthodox. Like for anyone who builds Gundams, you should get the master grade aerial Gundam. That's an amazing one to put together if you build Gundams. And
a model.
And also, I just finished Ghost of Yotai. Really fun game. You guys, I didn't fully finish it. I still got to beat one dude, but it's side quest. But outside of that, it's a fun game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys know good and goddamn well.
And I know he's gonna recommend the thing I said.
Sad boy.
Dog, this panel is so hard.
Shout out to all the sad boys out there, man.
Shout out to our big buff sad boys. This book was incredible. The first story was incredibly illustrated with as much grit, violence, and emotion that you could imagine from an AAA artist with a AAA character that is captivating the hearts of hundreds of thousands of fans everywhere. This is one of the most unique, fun, and intriguing eras of DC that we've ever been in. And nothing more exemplifies that than on a fifth Wednesday of the month in a random October, he drops one of the best books of the year, and no one can deny it.
5 Hump Day Hauls in the month, the same month that Dots and Lines was on that DC with the back to back, the banger, the banger, the banger, the banger.
Banger after banger after banger. Dub.
Dub. Listen, go my Absolute Batman annual issue number 1. I can't believe I'm suggesting an annual as my book of the week. Here we are.
2025, I love comics. Be a Wednesday warrior, be a hard A, like, share, subscribe. Appreciate it. All y'all niggas. All y'all
Absolutely.
niggas.
Okay, bye.
So it's just like a Naked Gun thing. We're all frozen and just don't move. Can I breathe now?